In this video, we will talk about the internal field separator, EFS. EFS is the character that the cell uses for splitting strings. So if we print the current value of EFS, we don't see anything because it's a space. Okay, the internal field separator is a space. Remember that here, if I do a loop like this one, data will be replaced by this, and this will be split by the internal field separator, and the loop will run 4 times. Okay, just let's check it. If I run the loop, okay, value is, yeah, because I have I here instead of data, instead of variable. Okay, so value is this will loop twice. Well, it runs 4 times. Okay, so we can change the internal field separator. Remember, the cell is splitting data by the space because the internal field separator is an space, but I can change that. So for example, I could change the internal field separator to a comma. And in this case, what the cell will see is the same. Okay, the cell will see this line, but it won't split the string by the spaces because we have changed the internal field separator. This will use this new character for splitting the string. So in this case, the loop will run twice because this string will be split. It's like we had 2 different values here. So let's check it. Okay, this will loop. This is the first value. This is the second value, and taking account that here this space has been kept. So here we have the space here, and the separator, the comma here, is not shown because it's used as the separator of the fields. So this is very useful if you if you have data and in this way. Okay, you have something like this. Imagine that you have a file where the data has a different separator, a vertical bar in this case. So we can use the vertical bar as the internal field separator, and in this case, okay, I'm going to remove this. In this case, data will be split by the vertical bars, and we will have 4 different values, each one corresponding to the field. So here, so we can assign here the different fields to different values. And remember that if we put this between quotes, it won't be split anyway. So if we change the internal field separator, it won't be split because we are using quotes and the value is preserved as a unique value. And another important thing for the internal field separator is that if we, for example, run another loop here, okay, I'm going to remove the quotes so you can see it. Well, just kept the first quotes and not the second ones. So here, okay, data has been split by the internal field separator because we have assigned the internal field separator here, and unless we modify it through the script, it will be kept. We will keep the internal field separator. So if we want to return to the previous internal field separator, we could do something like that, or we can save the current value in a variable, and then after the loop we could do something like that. Okay, so very useful when working with items that has a different separator, vertical bar, a comma for maybe for CSV files, and it will split the string by the internal free separator that we assign.